jumping much. Good. Like a headache.
Thank you very much for joining us for another EAVYLEAD presentation, this time for my Skaven army. Starting off with the slave unit, all painted in beautiful blue and red. Redwood, of course, because it's 4th edition and 5th edition era. We're talking about the Herohammer glory days. And here are some comparisons between the Goodwin original sculpts of the plastic and metal miniatures, which are just lovely. I know Andy Chambers would like this because it's Warlord Quig, his favourite character that he created for the 4th edition army book, and he will lead the Storm Vermin into battle with their black fur and red iconic armour. Now we turn our eyes to the most iconic centrepiece for any Skaven army, and that is a Screaming Bell. If it ain't going to destroy the enemy and its war machines and buildings, it's certainly going to explode and destroy your own units. But that's the sacrifice you make with the Skaven army. It's all or nothing, basically. You've got all the power in the world to destroy enemies at will with all their magic and war machines, but the downside is that it could backfire and destroy your own units, which is kind of, entertaining at the same time. The Skaven that have been chosen here have been blessed by the Council of 13. And they're some of the most iconic models that I've got in my collection. I just love these models and they're a joy to paint. And now let's turn to Clan Pestilens with their Plague Censer Bearers, the most deadliest unit within the Skaven army by far, and of course the Frenzied Plague Monks. Lord Skryre, of course, is the character model that will lead the Plague Monks and Plague Censer Bearers into battle. He's, of course, a very iconic model designed by Goodwin, and it was also another interesting model to paint. Just for a comparison, I thought I'd just take one of the Colin Dixon Plague Monks on the left and place it next to the Goodwin Classic Plague Monk on the right. Now let's take a look at the Engineers Guild of the Skaven clan skryre. Famed for their warlocks and greyseers, anything to do with warp energy basically, power or magic, you can find it here with Ikit Claw and his merry men of Jezzail teams, warp fire throwers and the Doom Wheel, and of course all the magic users of the Skaven army. And the other iconic vehicle or war machine in the Skaven army is the Doom Wheel. The Doom Wheel has a warlock engineer that drives it, and it's just a crazy machine in the game that can either, again, destroy its enemy at will, or turn itself onto your own troops and destroy them. But all in all, a great looking, visual looking unit, and I love taking these guys to the battle each time. And then we have Clan Moulder, so we have a lot of the the clan Beastmasters, the Rat Ogres and the Giant Rats, and of course Throt the Unclean, most classic character, and one of the most wonderful Goodwin sculpts with his Man-Catcher. So from out of the slave pits into the darkness, and the clan of espionage or echelon of the Skaven are the Gutter Runners, and of course it's led by Deathmaster Snitched, and was amazing to paint. I think I did it for the Herohammer Fanzine, sort of a painting challenge or something I think we had with our group, maybe for issue number 2 I think. And finally, we have some well-known characters. We've got Thanquol and Bone Ripper, famous of course from Bill King's Skaven Slayer series. And then we have the Vermin Lord, an incarnation of the great horned rat himself. So in closing guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video and this presentation of the army. And actually this has now been sold and will be going to the United States in the hands of James. So James, I hope you really enjoy playing this army in the future, mate, and enjoy playing it in the new old world. And finally guys, if you are looking for painting commissions, you can always contact me at eavylead@gmail.com for any quotes and inquiries.